So go and get yourself a beer while we look at this Honda VFR 800 FI 1988.
Right people, we're back on the VFR. Woo! Good to be out again. And I think this next road coming up is one of the best ones in the Yorkshire Dales. So it's off the A59 heading towards Grassington, and it really is a good road if there's no cars on it. We'll see. It's a bit windy. V6265, and I've got good music in my ears, a bit of Nightwish in my ears, and this amazing road. The hope is today to get the drone up
and then to show you and explain the good and the bad about this VFR 800 FI.
Oh yes.
Well, I'm just glad it's red and not green, else I might have hit that one.
That's what you've got to be careful of, people. And here we meet some cars, so this slows us down. What a shame. I must admit, I thought there'd be a lot more people up here with cars for 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
So just listen to that growl out of that exhaust and that engine. It is fantastic noise.
Right, drawn up, and to the wonderful, beautiful Kilnsey Crag behind that tree.
Holy shit, we nearly hit the tree. Oh my word. I'm glad we missed it. I'm really glad we missed it. So yeah, that's what you get when you get the sun in your eyes and you can't see your phone screen. Lost track of the drone and then saw it over the trees and nearly lost it. If I would have just kept my eyes off the road on the bike for a split second, could be a lot worse. So let's get back to it and concentrate on the task in hand of riding the VFR.
right, on his way back out of here now.
Well, I know this road is really uneven. It drops off at the side, the tarmac's not flat, it's flipping all over the place, there's grates, there's dips, so I'm just going to take my time. So the big question is the VFR 800 FI 1999 before its time, or is it really an old farts bike? Let's explore just a few possibilities. Okay, so many of us can't afford an RC45. Those were the first track bikes on the V4s by Honda, and they are worth a really lot of money. So we have to settle for an RC46 1999, which is basically the same engine for the VFR with a few tweaks and modifications. So let's get a few negatives out of the way for this 1999 FI. And I can think of three straight off. Basically, the condom mirrors that you get on this bike are perfectly functional, but they just don't look attractive, and you could upgrade them at quite low costs. The other major problem with this bike is, and this is nothing to do with performance, this is just the downpipes and the exhaust system is mild steel, and they rot through, and you will have to put a stainless steel exhaust system on it at some point. The third thing is the R&R. You have to upgrade the regulator rectifier before it knackers the stator. Often the battery as well, sometimes the stator. Various models of R&R. I'm not going to go into what they are in this video, but R&Rs are a problem. But once you've upgraded them, they are fantastic.
There's Kelsey once again in the beautiful sunlight. It's good just to be out on the VFR, on the road, just loving this countryside. There's climbers out, there's walkers out, there's fishermen out at the trout farm. Kelsey Crag Show setting up.
And then we come to the linked brakes. Some people don't like them. I personally love them. I think they're great, and they do everything I want them to do. I just miss not having ABS. ABS would be great, because I'm used to an ABS bike as well. So as I've shown in this video, you can have a lot of fun on this VFR. You can ride it hard. No, it's not got ABS, but you can ride it hard. You can have some great fun. It holds the road if you've got the right tyres on. It's fast, it's an 140 mile an hour bike. Or you can just tool along, you're at 45, 60 mile an hour, and just have a great time. You've got that wonderful sound of that V4 ticking away as you're going along. Some people like it, some people don't. I think the sound makes the bike. So yes, there are many modern bikes that will out-accelerate this bike in first gear. Don't get me wrong. It's not a contender for the modern day bike, but for the year of 1999, this bike was, a game changer. It was really one of the best bikes out there for its time, breaking the mold. And if I look back, it still is today a fantastic, low-priced alternative V4 that's going to give you, your bang for your buck and an awesome experience. So yeah, it's a very underrated bike, and you can pick these up in nearly mint condition, and there's a lot of them about. They're getting a bit rarer and the parts are getting a bit harder to source, but 1,800 quid, £2,000 up to £3,000 depending on condition, you can get a V4 that will give you the ride of your life. So you could buy yourself a VTEC model of the VFR, and yes, it's a faster bike in the first few gears, but the FI really on mid to top end performs equally as well, and there's a lot of videos out there about that. I prefer the FI because of the geared cams, there's no cam chains, and there's a lot less to go wrong with them. So my choice is all the time the FI.
And there's quite a few bikers out nodding there, which is cool. I've never met a village where you'd have 40 mile an hour through it.
So is this FI a sports bike, a touring bike, or a sports touring bike? I don't think it's a sports bike compared to today's standards, but for 1999 maybe it was. I like to think of it as a go anywhere bike. On the continent, you can load it up, you can go touring, and you can take the luggage off and you can do a bit of sports riding on the back roads over the Pyrenees, down through France, whatever takes your fancy. So I'm going to put it in the class of sport touring. It's got a mixture of both. So I bought this FI with low mileage on it, something like 18,000. It's got 27,000 miles on it now. It was in mint condition, but I had to do some work on the R&R. Obviously new tyres, battery, and a few little bits and bobs, but it's a fantastic clean bike, and it's in my favourite colour, I've got to say. It's the fastest colour out there, so let's not have no more arguments about the colour. And it's just an awesome bike. I'm glad I purchased it. I'll tell you what I paid for it now. So I paid for this bike £1,900, knowing that I had to go and spend another £3 on it. So it sets me about 22, maybe 23. And I have no complaints on that. I think it's worth that all day long, but it needs a new stainless steel exhaust because it's starting to rust through. So that's my next issue with this bike. Okay, if you've liked this vlog so far on the VFR, please share it with somebody else. Maybe you might subscribe as well, and view my other content. So my conclusion, is this VFR an old git bike? I say no, because I'm not an old git, and this is a far superior bike than most people could ever imagine out there. It's a complex, well-rounded V4 that will just deliver at every level. Okay, not on the track and not against modern bikes, but this is not to be underestimated. Alright, take care, thanks for watching, see you soon.